Hi, welcome back to City Scene. As we mentioned at the top of the show, we're now going to find out about a program that a number of schools in Canberra have been doing. It's robotics, and we are here tonight with Debbie Hager, who is the coach of all these fine kids from Cape School. And we have with us Tommy, and Adam, Joshua, Micah, Billy, and Grant. And how could I forget Dina? And welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So first, before we get into the robotics, Cape, Camarillo
Academy of Progressive Education.
So how does that differ from some of the more traditional K schools in town?
Well, we're a charter school first,
Okay.
so we're chartered with Oxnard Union High School District.
Okay.
So we're a public school. Anybody can come, but there's a lottery. We have an open curriculum, a lot of project-based learning, a lot of parent support.
Okay. So parents are asked to kick in a lot of hours.
Yes, they are.
Cool.
Yeah.
So so let's go. Give me a commercial about robotics. Robotics seems to be very popular now in Camarillo. What's the robotics program all about?
It is. The program is First Lego League.
Okay.
So it's sponsored by a corporation named First and by the Lego League, obviously.
You see some Legos out
Yes,
here, yeah.
these are all Lego parts. In Camarillo, all the teams are sponsored by the Pleasant Valley Education Foundation,
Right.
which makes it really easy to get a team together.
Right.
They do all the financing and
Those
they
kids
run the
put on
tournaments.
Cinemagic.
Yes, they also
Yeah.
run Cinemagic and third grade speech. So almost every school in Camarillo has at least one team.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes, and our school has 4 this year.
Really?
Yeah.
So how did, okay, so you guys are all on, this is the amazing
Electric Pickles.
Electric Pickles, cool.
Yeah.
Now, you guys come up with that name yourself, I guess, huh?
Well, actually, that kind of has a little story behind it. In 4th grade, when me and my friends were in 4th grade, a science teacher came in and stuck 2 probes in a homemade pickle and ran electric current through it, and it lit up like a lamp, and that was kind of our
Really?
thing that we all kind of shared
The
together.
Electric Pickles were born, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you guys all end up on the same team?
Well, this team started 4 years ago
Really?
with the 4 oldest here. And then we've added a couple siblings, and Billy added this year. So this team has been together for 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you guys get together, and this is, and then you each come up on their own, or do you help them decide on a project? Because now it's kind of centered around emergency management this time around, right?
First Lego League provides a theme for every year.
Okay.
And this year's theme was Nature's Fury. So each team had to pick a natural disaster, study a problem with that natural disaster, and come up with an innovative solution to that
Excellent,
problem.
Excellent. That's
So
great.
that was, everybody in Lego League this year studied natural disasters.
And that was in conjunction with putting together robotics
Right.
program. Excellent, excellent. So how many, so you've got 4 teams at Cape, so how many
Yeah.
students total are
About
involved?
30 kids.
Great, great. And this, and again, so it's from what grade through what grade?
It's 4th through 8th grade.
Excellent, excellent. So I mean, I was asked to view 3 presentations. I'm very impressed. You guys were great. I remember. So Joshua, talk about how long have you been involved?
I've been involved since the start of Lego League, this team when it was first started 4 years ago. Me, Tommy, Adam, and Micah up here, we were some of the original team members of the team.
And I'm not ignoring some of the other kids. We only have Joshua and Tommy or Mike.
Yeah.
That's why. And Tommy, same question to you. How long have you been involved?
I've actually been involved from as young as I can with Joshua, Adam, and Micah.
Okay. And so did you guys, I mean, when you came into it, it seems like most kids have sort of a knowledge of Legos. You guys all knew about Legos when you came in.
Yeah.
And talk about, what was your emergency project this year?
Our emergency project was when the power lines are down from a natural disaster, people need communication. So we thought of a way to charge those communications, because cell phones, laptops, because the power lines would be down.
So this is the 800-pound gorilla in the room here we're talking about, is
yeah.
Yeah.
We call it the EP2.
that?
EV squared.
EP squared. My bad.
And so this would be a solar
Yes, it's solar cells on the
On the
grid.
roof up there.
Yeah, and then it comes down to the hunk itself and turns.
I'm getting lost in these technical terms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
And it's going to power up people's, what, cell phones and things?
Yeah, cell phone chargers and stuff like that.
And
So
there is actually a bonus point to it. There are other devices like this out there, but this one has a feature that many of them, in fact, none of them have, a solar panel that links up to a satellite. And so in an emergency, what can happen is that they would connect the satellite dish to the EP squared, and it would basically make a little mini cell tower almost around
Yeah,
the area.
hotspot.
You guys came up with this by yourself.
After
Yeah.
your phone is charged, you can go ahead and call your daughter or your grandma
Make
and
sure
see how they
they're
are.
okay.
Very cool, very cool. And you're the coach, so you
Yes.
so you kind of guide them along. What was your role?
Well, I get them to the library, and then they're pretty much on their own.
It sounds like they're pretty
Yeah.
self-sufficient.
So they have to choose the whole thing and research it and put it all together. And
This is a great group project,
Yeah.
and you guys and you're involved in competitions, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Talk about those.
Well, we start out with a practice tournament in Camarillo that's sponsored by the Pleasant Valley Education Foundation,
Okay.
and then we go to a qualifying tournament, which is the one that counts. And from that competition, I think about 30% of the teams advance to the Los Angeles Regional Championships.
And how many schools are involved with that?
There were 98 teams
90?
in Los Angeles over 2 days.
And where was this held?
It was in Torrance this year.
And you guys made the cut? Did you get down there?
Yes,
How'd you
we
do?
did. We
We-
got first place in inspiration.
Wow.
Yeah,
For our project design,
We
yeah.
got sixth place in the robot game itself.
yeah.
Hey, 98 teams, 6th place. Hey, that's doing pretty well. So what goes on in these competitions?
Well, there's actually 4 parts to the competition. One part is the presentation,
Right?
where they get to present what they've learned. Another part is the robot performance. The robot needs to be pre-programmed, so they do that during practices, and then it needs to run on a table. There's different missions that it needs to perform all by itself, knocking things over, delivering things, you know.
And you guys did this. You guys made this.
Yeah, this is our own design right here.
This is great.
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
And then there's also core values, which is different things that our team's done outside of robotics. We've done demonstrations at the library, for example.
Right. Okay.
And then robot design. The robot's also judged independently of how it performs on the
And
missions.
you guys took 6th out of 98 teams. Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive, guys. That's something. Let's take a look at some photos here. Tell us what's going on.
This one's just us at Adam's house over here, just working on having a quick snack and doing a little bit of homework before we start working
Okay.
on
So you
our
guys
team.
got together a lot away from school to work on this stuff.
Yeah, trying to find out information and build together
Right.
our project.
If I can remember correctly, it looks like a library. Is that someone's? Is it a library? Or is that still someone's
This
house?
is
Someone's
still Adam's house.
Looking like a library,
Adams and
huh?
Grant's.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
This is us working out here, actually, just right next to City Hall at the
Constitution Park. Oh, the
Yeah.
Emergency Expo.
yeah,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
Camarillo
cool.
Disaster Preparation Fair, and we set up a booth here,
I remember.
and we were like letting the kids
So
play with it.
that's the table in which the
Yeah,
robots perform.
we
Okay.
do different projects
Okay.
on that table.
Great.
And this
Yeah.
is just another picture
Another
of it.
shot. Yeah. So you guys are out in the public and you're out at home working. This is a great program.
Yeah, we were also
Yeah.
working on our robot
Wow.
design here on a very early
Excellent.
version
Yeah.
of this.
And part of the project is demonstrating before we get to the competition.
Right.
We have to have
Excellent.
shared our project with other people.
Yeah.
And this looks like a presentation, right?
This is actually at our competition in Camarillo,
Yeah.
sponsored by
When
PPEF.
we actually got #1 overall in that.
So you guys were tops in Camarillo then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome. Very cool. Very cool.
That's how we moved on to LA.
And these are our 2 trophies. The smaller one is our, I believe it was robotic, or it was for
Robot
second,
game.
second place in robot game. And the taller one is the championship award that we
Okay.
won for first place and everything. This is us
Oh.
presenting at our school.
Yeah,
Okay.
where we actually present our idea in this little skit
Okay.
of, yeah.
You guys are in action there on the stage. So how long have the robotics programs been going on in schools now? This is a number of years? Is it relatively new?
In
or-
Camarillo, I think it's only like 6 years. Yeah, I think FLL altogether is maybe on its 10th or 11th year.
Oh, this is great. You guys, this is really impressive, guys. Congratulations, you guys really done. That's quite an accomplishment. So, when can kids get involved? Just in the fall for the program? Or?
We usually sign the kids up before the end of the school year.
Okay.
Because the season starts right as school's starting. So we do a lot of research over the summer.
Okay, and then do some outreach and then get them going again.
Right.
Great. Well, this is terrific. You guys seem to have gotten a lot out of it. You seem to have enjoyed it quite a bit. Huh?
Yeah.
Great job, guys. Well, thank you so much for coming on. It's been a real pleasure, and good luck to all of you. This is great.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks
And,
for